So you said you've been a minister since 2000, so that's 25 years. What inspired you to write this book now?
There's one particular incident that sparked this off, and that's back in COVID, and received a phone call, and it's the daughter of someone who lived nearby, and she said that her father was ill, very ill, unable to get to the shops, and she wanted the Salvation Army to get some food parcels and to deliver them to him. Sure, okay, it's what we do, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I'll do that. So that evening, we got to food parcels, and I remember knocking on the door. You remember the routine at the time. Knock on the door, a few steps back. No, laid the food on the ground, a few steps back.
Yeah.
And then this elderly gentleman, he wasn't that old, but you know, compared to me, opened the door, and he looked rough. He really looked rough. But he said, "Thank you very much." Picked up the food parcels and took them back in, closed the door. Great, job done. 4 days later, we were back at the dinner table again, funnily enough. She obviously knew it was a good time to catch me. The phone rang. It was the same daughter. And she said, 4 days ago, I phoned you asking if you'd help my dad out. Thank you very much. Just want to say thank you so much, but also to let you know he's died. He's since died. And even telling you now,
Yeah.
it's really affected me. And the only thought that could come to my mind was, great, I helped him out temporarily. Saw him through those 4 days. He had food, an act of kindness, that was nice, and what have you. But up here and in here, I had the bread of life. I had Jesus. And I didn't even offer it, you know? So what saw him through 4 days? Great. But I could have offered something to see him through eternity. Now it could be he is already a follower of Jesus. It could be he's already a Christian. He's already saved. I didn't even check. So I decided there and then that's not ever going to happen again. Every food parcel, every request for help, I'm always going to check that they've got their priorities in order and that they know about Jesus, whether they accept or reject. So that's where it started. And it's in those conversations that I then started having more of, I recognized some of the barriers to receiving the gospel conversations, barriers to hearing about the Christian faith. And so I thought, right, I need to find a way to remove these intellectual barriers so I can get to the conscience and speak to their need for the Saviour.